Yeah, I think it was, we knew the implications of the game. Everyone knew the implications of the game. Cruz Azul did as well. So for us, it was we needed to advance, and how do we do that? I was really disappointed with the first half performance. I didn't think we embraced the physicality of the game, the speed of the game, the intensity of the game. Um, and the second half was completely different. And credit to the players for I think mentally turning it around in the second half and being more aggressive, more on the front foot, braver. And when we did that, we got rewarded. We scored a goal, could have scored a couple others. I don't think Robert is a foul. I don't know if you saw that again. That was soft foul for this level. We had a couple other chances that goalies made good saves. So all in all, it was a really positive result for the club, for the team. And we're happy to be advancing and look forward to the next round.
You can raise your hand with questions. We'll start with Alex.
Thank you. Alex Calabrese at MLSsoccer.com. Coach, Puso Di Tajane, 2 goals, something to put the world on notice a little bit today. So can you just speak a little bit about him?
I think that we see it every day in training. We see what he does. And when we came back from the World Cup break, he had a chance to go home and we played a couple friendly games and we were training, and every day he's scoring goals in training. And we knew, okay, he's onto something here. We played 2 friendly games. He scored in both of those games, and he keeps going. And he's a dynamic player, gets in good spots. So he still needs to develop. Still's got a long way to go, but there's a ton of potential in him, and really happy for him. He was coach's man of the match.
And you're playing Monterey next, so Hugo Kuipers comes back. What's your initial reaction to that?
Of course, right? Of course it turned out like that. But we helped them out a little bit, so maybe they'll come here in a good mood. But it's a good team. Monterey's a good team. It's going to be a good competition. It would be nice if we could do something for Hugo, honor him in front of the fans. I don't know if we can do that. I don't know if Leagues Cup allows it, but that would be nice because he was a big part of what we were doing here. And, now he's enjoying, I guess, Monterey scoring some goals, and they're going to be a good opponent.
We'll go to Tim in the front.
Tim Hotseman, Red 97. So, Coach, this is the second game where the team has, you said come out flat in the first half and then turn things around in the second half. So, can you explain a little bit about what the message was at half and then what you think switched, and also what it says about this group that they have been able to take poor first half performances and turn them around so dramatically?
Yeah, I think the important thing is also acknowledging the competition, right? Cruz Azul is a good team, and I just didn't think we played up to our standards. I don't know if I classify it poor. You going 0-0 at halftime. But I think it was good for the boys to turn it around and really refocus and say, okay, here are some things we can do. Here's how we're going to do it. But most of all, we need to be active on the ball, active off the ball, movement, breaking lines. We didn't do that nearly enough in the first half. In the second half, some good combinations, breaking lines, breaking through them, and creating some chances.
Go to the second row. Light blue.
Carolyn Ostas of Chicago Sports Nation. Coach, congratulations on the win. I think it was clear in the days leading up to today, and especially today, that it was going to be a surprisingly hostile atmosphere for a home game against the Mexican champions, against a team that's as popular as Cruz Azul. How does that affect the preparation for you as a coach and for the team, and how does it change the mentality going into a game like this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's that word again, right, that we're talking about, hostile. I don't think it's hostile. I think it's amazing. I think it's a celebration for who wouldn't want to play in front of a crowd like that. I think they were reacting for both our goals, their goals, chances. It was, I mean, to me, that's what ideally we would be playing in front of every week. The picture I have right there, that's what ideally would it be like, the Soldier Field filled up and people screaming and cheering and reacting to the game. So I think it was an amazing atmosphere. I thank all the fans who came out, Cruz Azul fans, Chicago Fire fans, all of them.
Joe Chad's in the front.
Joe Chats, WLS. Greg, thanks for the time. As always, curious about bringing on Robin and Marin in that situation, as both contributed. Robin had a couple shots on goal, and Marin contributes to the game winner.
We have fixture congestion, right? A lot of games. Those are key players to our group. They play in every game. And, what was it, like 65th minute, something like that?
68.
68, yeah. Yeah, we got the goal, and then we put him in. Phil wanted to come on, and he wanted to stay on and score more goals. But we have another game, and we got to be smart against like Portland. We got to put a team on the field that's fit and ready to go, fresh.
We'll go with second row. Green, please. Thank you.
Hello, Coach. Adam with LMD Media Group. First of all, just congratulations on a win, a tough win,
you.
in what we say hostile environment. Just you're currently the number one team in MLS right now as far as Leagues Cup play goes. Just how does that sound? Just how does that sound, and just what does that speak about for the group? Just since joining the team, and now you're putting the league on notice.
We just take it one day at a time. We have a big game on Sunday. We play against Portland. We achieved an objective of going to the next round in this tournament. I personally didn't care what place we're in, but you want to win games, and we won all 3 games. We got 9 points. I think we're only one other team in the tournament got 9 points. So we're doing okay, but we need to keep getting better.
We'll go to the back row there.
Mike Napolitano, WRMN. Coach, congratulations on the win. Those added 5 minutes at the end there, what was the strategy? Because you could have gone with the draw, go to penalties, and still have a chance to advance. But now, of course, you take that first place spot with the added goal there. So what was the mindset to work the ball forward in the end?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. You hear reactions from the fans when we're keeping the ball and they're not pressing and we're not pressing. And, to me, it was like a heavyweight fight. Both teams invested a ton of energy into the game. And, we both knew the result was going to get us to where we need to go. And I think we were on track for that. And then, they started pressing us. And, the guys did what they should do, is play the ball forward. And, and we scored. It was a highly unlikely situation, but it happened. And, I'm glad we responded in a positive way.
We'll go to Alex Campbell online. Alex, can you hear us?
I can. Thanks so much. Thanks as always for the time, Greg. A match like this tonight against a team as competitive as Cruz Azul, how much do you think this is going to be a match that come later in the season when things are really, busy schedule-wise, come playoff time? How much do you think this is going to be a match that you're looking back on as an example for the guys of what they can do to fight through a tough matchup and get the job done?
I think Cruz Azul has a ton of quality, especially in the midfield positions. Really, really good players. A couple good attacking players, good defenders. It's a strong team. They didn't win the championship for no reason. It's a very strong team. And for us, it was a good challenge. And I told the guys, this is what we signed up for, games like this. This is why we're all here, is to playing games like this. And we won one of them, but we got to win more. And if we win more, then we'll do good things.